Hi, 6:50, 10 minutes away from the top of the hour. The 91st Academy Awards premieres right here on ABC Columbia this Sunday on February 24th, 8 p.m.
That's right. Movie critic Matt Perrin is reviewing all of the Best Picture nominees before the show begins.
Absolutely. All week long he's been doing it. So today's film is a true story about a black jazz pianist and his Italian driver touring through the Deep South in the 60s in Green Book.
Welcome to the final day of the Oscars overview. You've put up with me for 8 days, and we finally reached the last Best Picture nominee. Our last film is also based on a true story and has elements for everyone to enjoy. It has an amazing cast that works so well together, and spoiler for the end of this review, not the movie, but I think it's the front runner for the statue. So without any further ado, here's my take on Green Book. Our film begins with Tony Vallelonga, portrayed by Viggo Mortensen. He's a bouncer at the Copacabana Club and is good at what he does. The club closes for 3 months for renovations, so Tony is looking for work. He gets recommended for a job as a driver/muscle for an African-American concert pianist, Dr. Don Shirley, portrayed by Mahershala Ali. It turns out that he and his band are doing a concert tour of the Deep South, and Tony is needed to prevent trouble. Tony leans a little towards the racist side as is, but the money is good, and he takes the job. The two disembark, and by all appearances are the epitome of the odd couple. Tony is blatant and crass, whereas Don is sophisticated and snobby, and the two seem to butt heads the entire way. Using the titular Green Book, the pair find the safest places to eat and stay in the segregated South. As time passes, Tony is wowed by Don's ability on the piano. The two also begin to form common ground as they bond through experiencing the injustices waiting for them on the road. Tony finds himself sticking up for Don on several occasions, not always helped by Don's somewhat self-destructive personality. As the miles and the shows pass by, their friendship grows to the point of Don helping Tony write letters to his wife, and Tony realizing the good inside individuals rather than the obvious differences on the outside. We as the audience experience everything from out loud laughter to sadness as we see these two unlikely companions develop a friendship that most people would long for. So, what to say about this one? As you can guess, it's not going to be anything negative. This is a film that is really a feel-good movie that takes place among non-feel-good situations. The based on a true story is good in itself, but the acting really sells this film as an award winner. Mahershala Ali has already taken home a statue for Moonlight, and in my eyes, this was a much better performance by him. You could watch the entire movie and his face would tell you all you need to know without him even speaking a word, although his dialogue is delivered perfectly. Viggo Mortensen has left his Lord of the Ring days behind him. He has become Tony Lip, and he portrays the character with a passion you wouldn't expect. The two characters play off each other so well that their interactions with each other completely overshadow the actual action taking place on screen. Last year, I predicted The Shape of Water would take Best Picture, much for the same reason that I'm predicting this one will. It has something that appeals to anyone who would see it. It's the safe bet for the Academy because of how all-encompassing it is, and I won't hesitate to say that it was my favorite of the 8. Can it be beaten? Of course it can. Roma has a shot. A Star is Born could have a shot just to appease the masses that were upset by the Golden Globes, and I would be fine with BlacKkKlansman sneaking in and upset. But overall, I think Green Book has the solid total package to bring home the statue, and as much as I think all these movies should be seen, if you were only allowed to choose one, I would highly recommend this one. Well, this has been your Oscars Overview 2019. Hope I've shed some light on the nominees, and be sure to tune into the Oscars on Sunday right here. Back to you.